Mhm. Hello? Hello? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ANIPOD presents the In-Quy'zz-ition. I am your lovely host, Dippy the DM, and these are my lovely players. Say hi, lovely players.
Hi.
Hi, lovely players.
And we are back again today to say Merry Christmas to everybody that is celebrating, to everyone that's celebrating it late, to everyone that hasn't had the chance to yet, and to everybody who already has. We're approaching the new year, so Happy New Year. Otherwise, oh yeah, and all the other holidays. Weirdly enough, all of the holidays, all of the holidays kind of started on the same day this year. I know Hanukkah started on Christmas too. So
Yule started on the 23rd.
Yes.
Or the 20th, actually, technically.
Yule is actually like, what is it?
21st to the 23rd.
Yeah.
I didn't know
if you're going by dates, if you're going by lunar cycle, it would have been
The 20th, I believe.
Yeah, it would have ended on the 20th.
Yeah.
So happy whatever.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. We're happy to have you here. And we are excited to bring you Happy Halloween. A little late for that.
It's like holidays.
It's never too late.
It's never too late to celebrate Halloween. We're only
It's
300
always
days away.
season.
We're only 300 days away from Halloween, so we are excited to bring to you today yet another episode of the Trash Yardigans. I still love that name. It never got officially implemented, but I still love it. And this episode, this episode we are just gonna do some nice basic D&D type stuff.
Beach episode.
Hey.
Again.
Yeah.
Another one.
I forget that we actually ran a beach episode, like, not that long ago. I mean, not in terms of the chronology of the series.
Yeah.
So, welcome in. Let's do some housekeeping and general partners and sponsors and shouts and all that kind of stuff. First things first, thank you to Tabletop Audio. Tabletop Audio. I wanted to burp in the middle of that all of a sudden. Tabletop
The
Audio.
spirit of Scooby-Doo
Don't
tried
with
to
your
jump
chest
out.
like that.
Your premiere.
I was thinking Tim Allen.
Well, it sounds like I'm gonna make all the audio today. No, tabletopaudio.com, a lovely little source for all of your audio needs for your tabletop role-playing games. You've got background music, ambience tracks, sound effects, soundboards with sound effects that tie to themes, and there are all kinds of other ways that you can customize your audio experience for your tabletop role-playing games. There's sci-fi, fantasy, steampunk, whatever you want. And all you got to do if you're using them for a live game is give them a shout, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Thank you, Tabletop Audio, for being the music to our ears. Also, no, in terms of sponsors, that's it. Or partners, that's it. So we'll hit a little schedule spiel here. This is one of only 2 shows from last Dapper D's episode that you're going to get to see for the rest of the year. The other one is next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, we're going to have an episode of Crossroads. So, we don't... Oh, no, sorry. This coming Monday, we're having an episode of the Dapper D's and not having an episode of Crossroads.
Correct.
Okay, so... everything will kind of fall into a nice, neat little schedule when the new year comes around, which is less than, 5 days away. Man, 2024. Golly, this is more of a Dapper D's. This is more of a Dapper D's question, but this year feels like it's flown by, hasn't it?
Every year is mathematically shorter.
Yeah.
I happen to agree with that.
Because 1 year.
It's not.
It feels
it's
like
not
2019 was yesterday.
It's not an opinion. So this is my little tirade.
Okay.
When you were 1, that year was 100% of your life. It was 100% of your memory. When you were 2, that year then became 50% of your memory. So like right now I'm 28. This year is only 1/28th of my memory.
Yeah.
Every year is mathematically smaller in reference to your like mental database of your brain.
The more you learn, the longer the year feels too, because you're creating more neural pathways, which makes your brain feel like the days take longer too. So if you want the years to get longer, you gotta pick up new hobbies like all the time.
You gotta read,
Yes.
you gotta learn, you gotta do. And that's what we're
Yeah.
doing. So, be excited for when the new year comes around. There will be some stuff that we'll be introducing, some stuff that we'll be reworking. Hopefully we will have a more functional, a more aesthetically pleasing merch thing by the what? Hello? There we go.
Is that
Hopefully we will-
something I should be working on?
No. Hopefully we will have a more aesthetically pleasing, more functional merch store next year, maybe at sometime after a little bit of time has passed in it. We're probably going to have a new show. So be on the lookout for that. We're still
Hot
working
tub
out the
streams.
kinks.
We're
Hot tub
doing
streams.
hot tub streams.
Be on the lookout for Dadley
I don't have a hot
in a
tub, but I could
Speedo.
use a
I
hot tub.
didn't want to interject that image into my head, and all of a sudden I did. Oh God.
Hot tub streams.
Dadley, did you hear what I suggest?
No, sorry, what?
I said be on the lookout for Dadley in a Speedo.
Yes. Camera above the chest, Twitch. Below the chest, OnlyFans.
Yes.
You gotta watch both at the same time to get
Exactly,
the
you
full
gotta
body
sync them up.
picture.
You gotta like.
You gotta stagger
So
it.
you're definitely going to need more than one screen.
Yes.
And more than one hand. Okay, so
Wild.
thank you for.
This show is meant for mature audiences.
Viewer
A
discretion is
disclaimer.
advised.
a disclaimer: we are all adults here. We
Yes.
Commander Crux just suggested you, Rhys, in a Speedo. Who is Commander Crux and how do you know them?
Or he doesn't.
Scotty.
Or they don't.
I do know
Nerdy.
them. I do know them. And, oh, honey, you wish.
Oh! So, first and foremost, thank you for giving us a watch. If you feel like being generous, give us a subscription on Twitch. To Amazon Prime sub gives us the money and you the ad-free experience at no cost to you with an Amazon Prime account. Give us a follow here. If you don't have the money, it always helps when you learn when we're going live. Go subscribe to the YouTube for all of the VODs, past, present, and future. And to keep up with what we're doing, you can follow the link tree in the description of the VOD or in the right below the stream right now. You can see all of our other fun little platforms like Instagram, where we post some memes and tell you when we're going live. The merch store, which should hopefully be a little better in the new year, and all kinds of other fun stuff. The fan Discord is down there, so go join that if you want to interact with all of your other ANIPOD fellas. But otherwise, I think that's everything that I've got. So, without further ado, anyone who can summarize the last episode in Pig Latin gets an inspiration point today. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Speak Quinlan.
I'm kidding. No. Anyone who can give me a summary of the last episode, please feel free to do so.
I can do so. Since it was a continuation of my character's trauma.
There you go.
Little bit.
Go right ahead.
Okay. We open scene still at the apartment of Songs, Allie's mother. His name is, I don't remember how I say it, Orion?
Oron.
Is that right? Oron? Great. Oron, there's a debt collector that shows up. We kind of chase him off, me and Quinlan. It was a good vibe. Very good cop, bad cop going on. It was a good time. Well, more like good cop, or morally gray cop and bad cop, I think was more the vibe.
Morally gray cop, bad cop.
Absolutely.
Daddy decides to try to blame Magic for his disappearance, and then basically begs Allie to come save his ass. Way to not raise your kid and then expect them to be, well enough off to take care of you as an adult. Wild. Let's see. They, as a group, Burk finally gives the ring to Chinsador.
Chinsador, yes.
Right. I can't say any words. They see some succubus. We saw some succubuses in an alleyway.
Exactly, one succubus and one incubus in an alleyway.
We
that
almost
tried
gave
to
away our
charm-
clothes.
Yeah, tried to
Until,
charm you out of your
yeah.
clothes.
Quinlan and Willow saved us. Willow reverse succubide. Sent them to a church.
It was
a good
basically a
time.
counter charm, yeah.
Yeah, and that was basically the gist of it. We have a mission to Platinum Peaks that may or may not get done. We'll see.
So, what that leaves us with today is the party on the way back to the dock. More specifically, the underground docking station for the boats that enter into the close to the central hollow borough of the what is it? The central hollow borough of New Urk City. First time chatter, comma 75. Welcome, we're happy to have you. Hope the party is fun. Oh, this party is so fun. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy it.
Sundial also tried to convince my mom to move out of her apartment that she's lived in for my entire life. And it was decided that I need to talk to Sundial about that when he gets here.
Yeah.
Because you can't just tell my mother she's moved, or ask my mother to move.
So,
That's not how that works.
as you
But I
can
was
tell,
talking to Allie.
Dono, aka Sundial, is not here at the moment. They're donating plasma. He will be back when he is done.
The plasma is donating plasma.
The plaque.
It's fun, isn't it? Yeah. I honestly didn't think about that until I just said it. That's awesome. So, we pick up on the party entering into the... Give them an inspiration point for that. They're doing a good thing. You know what? If you accumulate channel points, you can give them an inspiration point for that. I do not award characters for real life actions. At least.
You know what? I'm gonna honor the chat.
Hey, there you go. You sent one to Allie?
Was
Why did
Allie
you-
not the person to get it?
No, this was going to Dono. I sent one to
Hey,
Dono.
there you go.
Oh, there we go.
So Allie,
Well, Allie,
give
you have an
yourself one more
I
inspiration
will take
point,
it.
and
Wow,
Donna will
6. That's the most
have
inspo I've ever had.
Donna will have an inspiration point when they get back. All right, so we pick up on the party walking down the street, approaching the central hollow. Inspire. And you kind of realize that you're in a very familiar part of town when you look and see the large kind of terminus building that sits on top of the underground entrance to the dockyards. And you look across the street and you see Moondollars, the coffee shop that you stopped at when you first got here to New Urk City.
It's terrible.
But you also see very familiar Snake Boy. Ooh! Who is waiting outside of the terminus, and he is not being let in. He is currently confronting a security person, and not having much success. You approach the scene and you overhear. Well, this is absolutely outrageous. I had a ride here. I showed up through here, and I need to leave through here. Do I not? And the security guard, a very large man, bulked out and tubbed out, in not a full plate armor, but definitely plated up and sleeveless, so you can see just his absolutely toned biceps, triceps, and he just looks down at this Chelsea Sazu, and he just goes do you have the registry for the ride that you got here? She's, well, no, I was in a little bit of a hurry, but I'm sure that... And looking around, he starts looking around, sees the party coming and is like, ah, there they are, right here. I'll be with them then. And they, as you approach, the guard kind of looks over to you and is like, and it, like, looks over to the party approaching. Who would be, like, quote unquote first in line of the party members that are walking right now?
I mean, unless somebody took the point after the whole succubi incubi thing, I'm assuming that Allie was still in the lead because they know this area the best.
You're still leading, Allie. Okay, Allie, you approach. Familiar looking guard. You don't even need to roll a history for that. You've encountered this guard before when trying to, kind of, when you used to, like, move through some of the underground tunnels and, like, pop in, pop back out. You encountered him before. And y'all are on
Remember his name?
neutral terms. That you're going to need a history check for.
Okay. I'll roll for a straight check. And it's 11 plus 1 is a 12. I got like a plus 1 from my meal still. Assuming it's not 2 a.m. yet.
Something with an A. So A as to
wrong.
as that's what you got.
Hey, he's with us. Was with us. I don't know if he's still getting on the boat, but he was. Well, he was with us.
Make an insight check on Chelsea Sasu.
Okay. 15.
15. He is trying to get free passage. he
hasn't paid for
normally
return travel.
Yeah, and
yet.
So this terminus, if you don't have a boat parked in it, you can go through it to get public transport, but you get a ticket at the front. You don't, like, if you and you, like, look off and see kind of like the stub windows. Like, there are 7 of them, but 6 of them are closed. The struggles of employment. And you, the one that is open, like, you know, there's no line. It's kind of like a will call window. You know, you get there, and if you have a ticket already, you pick it up. If you don't already, you can buy one. Chelsea Sazu does not appear to have a ticket on him. And having only recognized you returning because you were his ride in, so you say hasn't paid for return travel, and it's like, that can be arranged. And he kind of, like, I think I left my ring pouch with my other skin. And he's just like,
Gross.
gross.
Can I roll some kind of check to decide, like, if I believe Zog would give this dude, like, a free ride?
Here's how I'll do this. Zog.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how well I would do this.
I want you to roll an insight check.
Okay.
This is gonna be,
I got my new dice.
I'm gonna say this is not retroactive, but this
I don't
is
have my character
just,
sheet open.
this is basically just like a check of character for Chelsea Sasu. Like, in your own
Certain
mind. Shut up.
Sid.
Alright.
Sid.
Oh, that's right. That is what we called him, was
Sid.
Sid.
Insight?
Yes.
That's a 14 plus 9.
23. Okay, Allie. Make an intelligence check.
Come on, those.
DC 23.
23?
DC 23. That's the number he just got.
I got an 8.
8.
Annie.
At this moment, you're not entirely sure.
Just kind of looking up and down, aggressively aware that I have zero monies in my pocket right now. I'm absolutely broke, so I can't even like pay his way. And I'm just gonna go. You better go get that other skin then.
I am in a little bit of a hurry. I can arrange for a favor.
I look at Quinlan.
Quinlan?
Like, what's your thought? Because
You're muted?
Allie's like, hell?
You're still muted?
You might muted.
Muted.
There
Oh,
we
there we go.
There you go.
And that favor would be go get your damn money.
You'll wait right here for me, won't you?
And look at the sun.
It's like starting to set. It's like 2 o'clock-ish, you know. It was midday, obvious. It was the harvest festivities had started earlier today, and you've had, you know, a big lunch, a meal. You've been walking. Actually, sun's a little further down than you thought it would be. It's like closer to like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The sky's getting darker and darker green as the day continues on, and
I can give you 15 minutes.
might be all I need. Okay. And he like swivels around and like slithers away. And you see the hood of his head kind of disappearing into the crowd as it goes away. The guard, meanwhile, looks back to you and
As
goes,
soon as he's gone,
"Yeah,
I just turn to Allie at the moment he's gone. I don't like him.
I mean, he didn't cause any trouble on the way here.
He only complained about us being a little bit loud for him.
you can stop him at the
And-
door again if you really don't want to."
No, it's fine. I'm sure Zog won't mind an extra passenger. I can
Y'all are
wait
with
if y'all
Zog.
want to go. Allie's like, I dropped a name. Fuck.
We are.
Oh. Well, I understand the need for payment then. Are y'all friends of his? Passengers? Because he, like, left a while ago, and he didn't say what he was doing.
He
Did
left?
you see which way he went?
I've been here.
You mean he went to the boat?
If you being the DM. Right, Sword. Have you not been watching this series either? That's Brett's wife? Maybe, I think? Yes? I got that correct? Hello, again. I recognize you nonetheless. Yes. Have not. You're so busy. Yeah. He just stands there and he's like,
I get it.
I've been here. I haven't really seen, but he said he was going to be back though, so I wouldn't worry about it. Y'all remember where he had his, y'all remember where he, wait, we automatically
Parked.
took that, didn't we? We can direct him to you when he gets back. Just head on inside. And I will let him in when he gets back too. The payments between you and him. I have no say in that. Private matters. But y'all go on in. It's good to see people traveling with him. consistently, I mean.
Nice to see ya. Walks fast.
Someone's got to keep him out of trouble. Might as well be us and go bast.
As he kind of lets you in, where the camera draws away from the door of the terminus to Zog on your boat.
Yes.
What did you go do for 2 episodes while the party was celebrating Thanksgiving?
How much control do I have over this?
I will say that whatever you have been doing for the past 7, 8, I'll say 9 hours, because that's about how long has passed between the harvest festivities starting, them walking, and them showing back up at the terminus. Whatever happened in those 9 hours, you can say what you did and or wanted to do, and if something comes up that I feel like deserves a check, I will stop you and ask for it.
So we cut to Zog out on the open water, driving the boat as fast as it can go, next to a boat that's also very similar to his. It is painted a black and yellow, as he's looking over screaming, "It's bullshit! My boat's faster! I swear to fucking God!" And he's been racing this whole time. He got back, somebody was talking shit on the Toad Skipper, so they're doing like a marathon race.
You're having a boat race with another boat.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. We cut to a patch of open water just off of not an estuary, an inlet of the Urk River. This is like a nice kind of level. Well, I mean, all water is leveled, but it's a nice, like, kind of even. Well, no, it's not choppy in here. It's a very calm, level bay. That kind of sits down the river a little bit in the puddles, close to the Puddles district, where boats can just like go, and some boats can just go and hang out, and sometimes when the wind picks up, sailing boats have races, but boats with gem engines and or otherwise can just like bomb around this place whenever they want. There isn't really like naval like guard protection in this bay because it's technically not within the jurisdiction of the city. So this is a popular spot where people just go to race their boats. Now, Zog,
Yeah.
I feel as if we have previously established the top speed of your boat being something akin to like 30 miles an hour?
Yeah, that's basically. I have it in my notes probably.
The top speed of your boat when you're double timing it, when you have the gem engine like overclocking.
I do not have it in my notes. Yes.
You don't have it in your notes. Let's go ahead and re-establish now that your double time top speed of your boat is 30 miles an hour, which is why it took you about 5-6 days to get from Ega. Hello. Oh, and now Camus gives us a follow. Camus 75.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Oh wow, thank you.
Brett. Why?
Brett.
You gave. Thank you, Brett, for the 5 gifted subs, and Valorant for throwing one in as well. Oh my God. Thank you. Well, first of all, thank you, Brett. Second of all, congratulations to Brightsword Commander Crux, LostChaos, Comma 75, Mirthy's Law, and Rhys. 4 of those people are sitting in this call right now. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Or 3 of those people are sitting in this call right now. So thank you very much for the gifted subs. We appreciate the support. There you go. Let's get back to it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Let's get back to it. So
I have I just to be clear, I also have a random deckhand with me because it normally takes 2 people to be steering this fast.
Yes.
So I just have a random person on the docks that I grabbed by the chest, and I'm like, "You're my racing buddy." Like,
it's like, okay.
oh, Bug! It's Bug. I grabbed Bug. He was
Oh,
the one watching the boat.
Oh, it's Bug. Of course.
I grabbed Bug.
I forgot about Bug.
Yeah, Bug was watching the boat. He's my co-pilot for this.
Okay. Well then, let's do this. Do we remember what Bug was? It was a.
I thought Bug was a bugbear. Or like something akin to that in this
I
world.
feel like that's right. I just need to like. See here.
I really need to digitize my notes so I can just like hit Control F. I just need to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. The last note I have is
When
when
did we
y'all
meet
were still
them?
with Samori and Busker. Okay.
Built like
So-
all I have written is built like a brick, blue skin, green hair.
Blue skin, green hair. So he
Yeah, like I was
is
just
like a
brick,
Triton.
as in
So
one
he's-
brick.
He's
One
more of
brick.
like a Triton. I think he's more like a Triton than with that description. And he. So you are with Bug in your boat, doing a boat race. Let me see if I have racing music.
Yeah, we're doing like circles and a little bit of maneuvers and whatnot, like we're going through buoys. And in my brain, because it's been 9 hours of it, it's like much more of an endurance race. It's like which one of us is gonna quit first.
So starting from the beginning of this race,
Yeah. 9 hours of it.
starting from the what? Hello?
I don't know.
Oh.
Was that tabletop audio?
Do we
An
have
anonymous
a
gifter.
bard on the boat?
Rhys, I think we were picking up a little bit of your computer audio just then. I don't know. One way or another.
Oh,
Thank
level
you
2 complete of,
to an anonymous
our sub
gifter.
goals.
To an anonymous gifter
Yes,
for
thank you.
giving Siberian 9 a sub. Thank you. We are now at 10 of our 25 sub points goal. Congratulations, guys. We're doing great. So, let's see here. From the beginning of this race, I want you to roll a water vehicles. You were proficient, yes?
Yes.
So
Yes.
take that. Take a. I'm gonna call it a dexterity check. To start with,
Okay.
and
All right, so plus
add
dexterity
your
plus proficiency.
Yeah, plus your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency. Water vehicle skill. Yes, I use tools and skills outside of the norm.
22. 18 plus 4.
18 plus 4. All right. So as you get going, as you get yourselves started, you're kind of like lined up and you begin just kind of this loop. You start going in a loop following each other. Occasionally you will your two boats will collide, whether it's via your volition or his, the guy that challenged you. And we'll establish who he is really quickly. This guy looks to be a half Urk. And he, like, you are not familiar with him. Like, what is it when he knows who you are, but you're not familiar with him because you either don't remember him or it's been too long? Like,
Yeah.
that's what this kind of is.
That's the vibe.
And he is in a very similar boat, as you mentioned. Both of your boats are like kind of similar to trawlers, fishing, crabbing
It's
trawlers.
so not made for racing.
Yeah, which means that this race, is more endurance than speed, because neither of you can go faster than 30 miles an hour. Yeah, this is a
30 miles an hour on the water is fast, though. Let's
It
not
is
pretend like
quick.
that's not
for
speedy.
the size, depending on the size of the boat. Which, again, both of these boats are like trawlers, like slow cargo and fishing capabilities, you know, to start with. Rear deck, what's the word? Not rear deck, but yeah, rear deck cabins. Lot of experience between these two boats, and something that you notice is that his boat is also gem engine powered, so
Yes.
it's a fairly equal contest here. So, with the 22, you pull ahead, and you keep a lead for the first, I'll say, like, hour or so. Make another check.
Alright.
And also, I will make a check for him.
Can I do things? Because I have a co-pilot.
Hold on. He just got a natural 1. So after the second hour, like at the end of the second hour, his gem engine dies, and he stalls in the water, leaving you to pull away contest free.
Then to fill up the rest of the time, I'm gonna help him fix his boat. I'm gonna be a good sport about it.
You kind of approach alongside, and he, like, kicking like the boards of it, so that ends. There you go.
There you go. What a race.
What a race! So, you kind of pull up alongside. There was a small crowd that gathered, and as soon as one of the gem engines on one of the boats dies, they're like, forget it, and they like kind of disperse to a much smaller crowd. You pull up alongside, and he's like kind of kicking and cussing out his boat. He sees you pull up alongside, and he like stops the hissy fit, but he crosses his arms and he's just like, "This doesn't mean that you win. It just means."
Then what does it mean? That you lose?
It means that my boat wasn't in proper competing shape. It's a
That means it lost.
That means that the race is void. That means that the race doesn't count. It doesn't count.
I was gonna help you with your fucking boat, but never mind, you fucking sore loser. And Zog is
He's
going
gonna leave
to,
me
like,
stranded out here?
yeah. Unless you want to admit that you lost.
He kind of swallowing his pride a little. He like, "Alright, fine, I lost. Now, can
There
you
you go.
please help me?"
Yes. Nothing like a good sportsman-like game. And I'm just gonna like pull my boat up close enough that I can just like hop it. Hey, Bug, down in my cargo are all my tools and whatnot. Can you grab them for me?
Right away, and like goes down, grabs him, comes back up. For the rest of the time, to Phil, you drag his boat back out of the bay, and like initially when you hop on it first, you have your tools and you take a look, and you see a large arc that has formed between the casing of the Solarum gem in the engine and the casing that surrounds the gem itself. And this arc looks to be a constant arc between the two. Like neither are grounded in a sense of like the actually electrically grounded, but it seems as if there is a like a loose strand has gone from the gem to the casing. You can make an Arcana check to try to fix this.
Okay. Ooh. All right. What is my Arcana? Please be.
I can't believe I rolled a natural
It's
one.
not. That's a 2.
A 2.
Yeah, I did twice as good.
A 2. All right. So you kind of like, I don't think I've seen that happen before. You reach your hand out to the arc, and it like zaps directly onto your hand and finger.
Oh.
You take 6 cold damage.
Cold damage?
Cold damage. You feel your hand like flash freeze as this arc reaches out and like encapsulates your hand in like the cold binding aura of the magic that is emanating from it.
All right.
Yeah, your hand is fucked up. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, this hurts. Yeah. I cast mending on my hand. No.
Mending is
mending
meant
with
for
my hand.
cracks and creases, not body part.
Not human pieces.
Not human cracks and creases, not human pieces. A 2 is worse than a 1. It just spites you. Well, there you go.
Yeah. It's even worse when you don't add modifiers to it. A 2 could be like a 5 or a 7. But
Yeah. There you go. So, you spend the next hour or so tinkering with the engine. You can make one more check if you'd like.
what do you want me to do? Arcana?
You can do Arcana. At this point, you can substitute it for. If you spend a full hour on it, I'd say that you can pick the check you want to make, within reason.
Intimidation.
Within reason.
Intimidate the engine.
Is this elemental alive?
What?
So my engine has an elemental in it, right?
No, it's a gem. It's a Solarum
Oh,
gem.
my bad. Oh, all right. Does this gem have a soul?
Does the gem have a soul? Solarum, as an element, does not generally contain souls. No. So this gem engine does not have a soul in it.
Can't do a medicine check.
Solarum gems can harbor souls. They can become soul gems very, very easily. It's just they don't naturally harbor souls.
Ooh, what about survival? This is very survival for Zog. If I'm out in the middle of nowhere, I need to.
You can MacGyver it, sure. Make a survival check
alright.
to try to MacGyver it.
Oh no! I mean, it's better, but it's not good. 13.
13. So with a 13, you realize if there's an arc between the casing and the end and the gem, just covering up where the arc is coming from on the gem should fix it. So with a long pole and a kind of like not a chewing gum stuck, but obviously like you adhere a plate to the end of a long, kind of like a shunter's pole, and you just kind of stick it in from a distance. You're just like, all right, hope this works, and you boop jam the plate, kind of a metal plate, onto where the arc is coming from, and the arc freezes the plate in place, and the arc stops arcing between the engine and the casing.
I would get a professional to look at it, but it can get you home.
All right. Well, thank you. And for the beginning of the race, it was a good race.
Yes, it
Yes.
was.
And he offers out a hand for a handshake.
I shake his hand as well. Inflict wounds. No, I'm kidding.
It's just like the fucking the glove in Infinity Ward just rotting away the hand. No. Anyway,
no, I don't. As much as I want to.
The thoughts are getting to you.
the thoughts are getting louder.
Let's head back. Let's see what everyone else is doing.
So you head back. At this point, the party is just about like done eating when you get back to the harbor, or you get back at least into the city at the very least.
Yes.
And upon like re-entry into the city itself, you what were they? It was a Thanksgiving episode. Go back and watch episodes 51 and 52 for a Harvest Festivities episode, two-parter with Allie's family. Allie, the tabaxi down there. It was a fun pair of episodes. So you're floating around.
Yeah. Doing my thing.
Yeah, doing your thing. The guy kind of follows you back into port and then just like sets off towards the terminus itself to park his boat again. Got to get him. Oh no! Oh, that's awful.
None of the lovely leftovers.
You know what? I'll tell you what. You had a conversation with your mom. Retcon a persuasion check to see how many leftovers your mom gives you.
I'm good at that. I'm good at it. Hold on. Natural 20 for a 27.
Holy fuck. Okay.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm just
songs
like,
songs
oh,
basically
I'm gonna
looks
be on
at
a boat and I don't know when I'll be home again. So like,
I would miss your cooking.
Songs
yeah,
basically
it was
looks
really
at you
nice to
and
have a
is
boat
like,
meal.
you know, all of this stuff is it's meant to last, but it'll be gone so quick, and we always have the means for more. Whatever I can't fit in the fridge. Woo! Back up a little. It's not the 1950s, it's the 1350s. Whatever I can't put into my cold storage. There we go. Then you can take with you. And then as she starts packing things away, you notice that it's already pretty full. You manage to walk away with
That's my inventory.
three pounds worth of a 5-pound bird.
God.
3 pounds worth of a
Okay.
5-pound bird that was served. About half of a large bowl. When I say large bowl, let's say it's 2 feet across. Large. Half of a large bowl of smashed potatoes.
Smashed, not mashed.
Not mashed potatoes, smashed potatoes.
Okay, got it. It's different. There's a difference.
Like a whole dish of minus 2 scoops of the burned the burned sweet potatoes.
One of those scoops was definitely Malthus.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yes. About I'll say like 1.5 pounds of the rum raisin dessert that was served. And some various odds and ends. Like, imagine a little, like, kind of a grab bag of quote-unquote Thanksgiving type meal, you know, Thanksgiving foods and feast. If in the future you want to pull out of that bag and just say, yes, it's not impossible. Rum raisin, you know, you take rum, you take grapes, you take raisins, you bake them into a
You
cake.
take flour
Sure.
and just
You just bake it into a little dessert. Why not?
Amazing.
And
Thanks,
you know, again,
thank you, chat, for
with
reminding
a-
me to get leftovers.
with a natural 20, yeah, I'll say you basically have like a little thing, a harvest week's grab bag, with you that you, if you want to describe something that you had, a natural 20 will let you describe something that you had, you know. You end up with a
Amazing.
lot, and it kind of like you dropped it on the ground when you were dropping trow in the alleyway. So a little bit of the stuff at the bottom of the
little
at the
smash.
bottom of the bag is like kind of
The
crushed.
potatoes are a little bit more smashed. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. The smashed
Um,
potatoes are a little more smashed.
The cherry's jubilee is starting to leak out of the basin that it was put in.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's better when it all mixes together anyway.
You just take a scoop in, and it's just an unholy amalgamation. Like mashed potato, green bean, cherry's jubilee,
Corn.
burnt sweet potato. Oh, God. Smashed and mashed. Were they thrown in a stew? So, coming back to the present. Zog, you managed to make your way back to the harbor, and you see your compatriots waiting for you at the dock,
Oh, hey guys.
including Sundial, who I would also get into what they've been doing in the meantime, but they're not here yet, so sucks to suck. And alongside your party, you also see Zog, a familiar snake boy. Kind of standing alongside.
The snake dude?
Yeah, the snake dude that you picked up when you were on your way into the city.
Yeah, Sid. Sorry, I had a coughing fit. I'm gonna be
No
doing
worries.
that a lot this episode.
Yeah, no worries, you're good.
Yeah, I parked the boat and I'm just, oh, hey guys, ready to get going?
The party, you see your boat re-arrive. Phew. We're left
I was
hanging
distracted.
here.
I'm sorry. I was watching a clip. What?
Sorry.
Yeah, we're left hang. I saw the clip. I'll see it. I'll see it here in just a second. We're about to take a break.
Oh, I got distracted.
You see the boat. You see Zog re-arrive with the boat, and Chelsea
Hey.
Zasu has rejoined your group.
Hey, Sid's back.
Yep.
I guess you need a ride. I got leftovers.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You want some?
Yeah, we have so many chickens in here. It's like kind of unheard of.
Oh yeah, when you got the moment when you got back to the boat, the entire cabin was filled with doppel chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bug
Dead double
Bug
chicken.
was like Bug was attempting to curb the doppel chicken problem when you got back to the boat initially. And y'all basically decided that you carted like a sack or two of doppel chickens off of the boat. Just make a luck check for me. Just roll a d20.
I just have to say, they should not have any kind of like hunger issue in this
4.
world.
4.
How many doppel chickens?
4. You're walking around kind of like looking for someone to pawn these chickens off on, and no one really shows up. Eventually you see a little sign over an open like wooden crate that just says donation box.
I put 5 bags of chickens. I fill that box.
When I say bag, I mean like over your shoulder bag, like
Oh yeah, like Santa Claus bag.
like Santa's
I fill
bag.
that box.
yeah, and you just like this wooden open top crate just has a sack of doppel chickens sitting in it.
Yep.
Do you tell anyone what they are, or do you just walk away?
They could tell by the clucking. It's fine.
No, they're dead. These are so. The thing about these doppel chickens is that they stop duplicating when they are cooked. So this is just a sack of raw doppel chicken meat
Ah.
that will
Nice.
continue multiplying until someone cooks each and every one of them.
Yeah, I still don't tell anybody.
Okay, all right. So there's just going to be an empty
That's not
sack.
gonna be a problem.
There's just going to be a full sack of doppel chickens in this donation box, Oh boy, that'll be fun later.
Just gets
We're
bigger
leaving
and
the city.
bigger.
It's fine.
So,
So,
re-fast
Zog looks around.
forwarding.
Yes. Zog looks around at everyone. Like, do we have a new destination? Do we have a new place we're going?
I have a quest from my
You have
dad.
weird. Let's do it.
Well, it's gonna take some more work. It's the Platinum Peaks.
Do I know where that is, Tippy?
You have your map that
I do have.
like your boat map that you have used many a time in the past. Taking a look at the map as I pull it out as well.
I was gonna say, what channel is the map in? House rules? No,
I think it's in House Rules.
it was not.
It's not? Then I will put a copy of the map into House Rules. Absolutely. No question.
It's not in Pet Picks either. Weird.
Have we put
You
You know, the most
anything in
important thing's
Pet
a Discord
Picks?
to have.
Not
Yes.
in Vire's characters either. But it's fucking Smash. There's so many Smash comments in the environments and characters section.
There are.
Yeah.
There's like 20 posts, and like 3 of them are just Smash.
So,
Yeah, Allie's mom, Smash.
We're unhinged.
Lord of the Hell,
We-
Smash.
so we're gonna take we're
Wasn't
gonna
there
take a
Burk's
quick
dad as well?
we're gonna take a
There was
quick
yes.
break.
Burk.
We're gonna take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this. right back screen. Welcome back to the In-Quy'zz-ition. So, we're gonna pick right back up where we were. With the Platinum Pike is the tallest mountain within the place. Hello? I know what it's called. I made it. Where the fuck? It is the Scrap Iron Peaklands. The Platinum Pile is the tallest mountain in the Scrap Iron Peaklands. And that map shows you that the Scrap Iron Peaklands are like west. They're like west of the Land of a Thousand Puddles, and there is no waterway access to that mountain range. The search for and subsequent rediscovery of Zog's parents. Yeah. Yeah. If you would like to find a way to get to the open ocean, I mean, not find a way. If you want to venture out into the open ocean on the SS Toad Skipper and dock on the edge of the continent closer to the Scrap Iron Peaklands, I will not stop you. The open ocean for a boat as small as the Toad Skipper is a little dangerous. It's a little dangerous, but you have the goddess of the oceans at your beck and whim. So, one. It would take a conversion from water vehicle to land vehicle, and or a conversion to allow for both, for your boat to become an amphibious vehicle that can do both. Duck boat would take a fair bit of either money, time, or inspiration points. Oh my god. Uh, whatever card you just pulled. I'll say this. I was gonna say that you pull a card, but you've already pulled a card. The card I was going to ask you to interpret was that you pulled the moon, and whatever you interpret from that. Did you actually pull a moon? Yeah. Whoa. Ha! No, that not in the basin. The soul gems in the soul gems in the chest in the UDFR. Oh. That cave, yeah, that cave was Umberly. Yeah, that cave that you went to at the bottom of the puddle in that episode was something related to Umberly. Umberly asked you not to go back there. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, the Solarum crystal. There were raw Solarum crystals down there, which, if interacted with, could result in a cave-in, which I think is what happened. Yeah, or no, yeah, something like that. Something similar to that happened. Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty fun. Oh my god, the
Crux
party's
got a hold of me
muted.
and was like, audio's gone.
Okay. The party has been muted. For a little bit now.
I thought it was just a glitch on my
Oh
part.
no.
Oops.
So I was looking at things on my end.
Well, luckily nothing too important has been happening.
Yeah, just debating on where to go.
Debating on where to go and a little bit of a question from Zog.
Can they hear us now?
Yes, you can hear everybody.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. That was
So-
my
Okay.
fault.
I was
Allie,
saying, Chad, I basically pulled out this card from my tarot deck. Ooh.
And
Really
what
dark.
would you interpret this card as, Allie?
The draw to the dark corners of the world.
We're going back to hell.
Normally,
I mean,
I would not get in the way of your interpretation.
Allie's first thought is the purpose that they left for was originally to find the deck of many things and to go to Petal. That was their whole purpose for exploring outside of the city. So when they hear the corners of the world, they're just like, is Petal an option?
I suppose we'll have a lodging at the monastery. So we
Alright.
won't have to go into Petal proper.
Plus, when we go there, we can drop my dad off.
Oh my god,
No.
hey man.
Go with him to see
Hey.
mom.
Am I seeing Willow have like a strong aversion to this right now? Or not? I just the card. I mean, the dark is. We just came from hell, so dark could be anything. I'm good with what we can go anywhere. I'm just gonna.
Another twinge in your mind. Another twinge in your mind when you hear dark corners of the world is the reason for Oron asking you to help him, which was that this is a hex that has been like placed on him, and the dark corners beckons for the platinum pile is at one of the quote unquote corners of this continent. It is one of the northernmost points.
I mean, if we wanted to go
the four corners that your card could interpret are Petal,
evil witch
the other end of the continent, which I still can't. Can you, if you have the map somewhere, can you send it or pin it where I can see it?
I put it in
bios and
characters.
I don't see the peaks on there though, do I?
There it is. Okay, yeah. So
yeah, right in the north.
One of the ones that's not highlighted on this map, because obviously this isn't a complete map. It's not a very full map. The other end of that river that is in that chat right now. So on one side of the continent, you have Petal. You have some kind of rickety parts. You have the Trosh River that goes all the way from one side of the continent to the other. In the north, you have the Junkyard Peaklands and the Land of 1,000 Petals that kind of like that point northward and are the like farthest north part up there. All the way down to the south is a large part of what are the Badlands. What did I call those? The
not good lands.
The
subpar.
Shriveling Badlands.
Oh.
The poorly rated.
The poor 2 out of 10 lands.
Yeah, the 2 out of 10 lands.
1.5 stars.
Would not recommend land.
Would not.
Have you read the Yelp yet?
Down south are the Shriveling Badlands, which are like very like dead, abandoned settlements kind of litter the area down there. And the farther south you go, the colder it goes because you are approaching the southernmost continent of Antecedent. A lot of people launch off from the Shriveling Badlands to go to Antecedent for research purposes if they don't have the teleporters to go there. And on the other, the easternmost part is a close proximal like ocean crossing to go from In-Quy'zz to one of the other continents in the world, which is Fergon. If In-Quy'zz is Fergon, Fergon, what did you say? Faerun? Oh yeah, kind of like no. Yeah, there is a. Also, if you went into the open ocean and went north, you would approach Volisk as well, which is an option. Yeah, you can travel this world anywhere that you would like. It is up to you, but you don't really have a beaten path to travel off of, or a hard direction to go, other than the one that you are apprehensive about. So, for the moment, if you just want to get out of Newark City, you can. You can also stay docked in Newark City in this dockyard for as long as is reasonable within the payment that was given at the beginning of this. As you're contemplating, thinking about this, Zog, your sending stone begins to ring. Oh, sorry about the coughs.
Sorry about that. I can't kick this fucking cough.
I know, you're
My
fine.
what starts to ring?
Your sending stone begins to ping.
Zog Fairman.
Zog? It's Samori.
Yep. Oh, hey, we're back.
Wait, you're back?
Yeah.
I was calling because I think I found a way to... When did you get back?
9 hours ago.
Where are you now? As her voice kind of drops from surprised that you're back to annoyed that she wasn't informed sooner.
We're on the boat. We're figuring out where we're going next.
Okay. He just waits.
Yeah, I don't. You know, I asked you to look after the boat and whatnot. Bug's telling me he was the one that was taking care of the double chickens, and I don't know. Just I didn't feel like a big need to call you. I think what we have is, you know, we learned now, and you know, you'll always be in my heart.
You can hear, like, breathing that sounded like frustration turn into breathing that sounds like just relief. Of like, well, I'm glad that you're back.
Yeah.
Don't feel the need to come back, but it would be nice if you could.
Yeah, don't feel the need to call. All right. Click.
Click.
Zog looks Allie dead in the eyes. I push people away because they scare me.
Oh
that
my
does-
god.
Does that run in your family? Because apparently running away is a trait that I've inherited.
You know, we haven't pushed each other away yet, so maybe we're breaking the cycle. Ignore the phone call I just had.
Ooh.
Burk,
No, you were justified in that one.
Yeah.
your sending stone begins
Yeah.
to ring.
Okay.
Zog answers it. No.
Okay, hello?
Sabori.
Burk.
Oh, I'm so pleased to hear your voice again. Figured I'd check up on you, your situation.
Yeah, I was actually gonna get in contact with you soon. We're out of hell.
Really?
We just got back a few hours ago.
Well, I'm so delighted to hear that. Absolutely. More delighted than you would think.
Oh?
I think we have a bit of a
What's
problem.
a problem?
Yes, and you might just be in the locale to help us out with it, if you could.
Oh, okay. What's the problem?
One of our scouting parties was exploring one of the nooks and crannies to the south of New York City. It's supposedly an abandoned depot for the construction and building of magical components. It was, we were trying to see if we could scrounge any raw materials, and we haven't heard from them in a little bit. And the last time that they did contact us, they mentioned a rogue something or other. Couldn't quite make it out over the screaming and the ripping and tearing of flesh that followed.
Okay.
So, we're a little worried about that, but don't feel the need as if you have to do that immediately. We can send some more members of the Hall that has membership a little bit further south of you. Let me look at the map again. There is a settlement
South of New York City and adjacent to the Scrap Iron Crag, so a larger area there. That there is a larger area there that is inhabited by the city. Oh, if it'll pull it up again. Ooh, let's see here. Portland.
Portland. Just Portland.
Just Portland.
Like boat ports.
Like Maine.
Portland is
Scouting
landlocked.
Party went to an abandoned scouting party.
Portland
went
is
to
landlocked,
a
of course.
depot, attacked by a rogue something near the city of Portland.
Okay, is this what we're doing then?
Sounds like somebody needs our help.
It's
Also, looking
Also-
around, seeing the ones that are not like part of our merry band. Private matters amongst our own. If we
Zisazu
could
is just like
have-
looking at a paper, like looking at like a newspaper, like hasn't embarked yet. He's just kind of standing adjacent and like hasn't been tuning into the conversation yet.
Sid, where are you going?
Shall
where
we
are you trying to
head to the
I was attempting to have a little bit of passage. A little bit east of here, if that was at all possible.
And looking at your map, you have to go south before you go east, but you also have to go south to get to
Yes.
Portland, and you also have to go east to get
Yes.
to Portland. But then
Yes.
you have to go south again shortly after that. So
Sid, did you already pay somebody here?
no.
Oh, no.
He was going to try and join us without pay.
Who's
He said-
the person I just beat in the race?
oh,
What was his name? I don't remember.
let's see. I had this pulled up. There it is. Malazar.
Malazar. Zog perks up. Malazar.
Yeah?
Sid needs to go east. I can't take him. You?
I was about
I'll pay
to
you
head,
5 gold.
You got yourself a deal.
All right, Sid, 5 gold.
Reaches
What do you got on
down,
you?
grabs money pouch, opens it up, pulls out 5 gold.
Oh, okay. I was gonna cover him for what he didn't have. Cool.
Thank you again for getting me past that guard, but
Yeah, I know. There's too many
This is where
NPCs.
we
You need to go.
park,
This is where we
Abernathy's
park.
just on hold.
Yep. Yeah, because we also have Burk's dad.
I was
Who
about to
we
say.
gotta figure out what to do with.
I was about to
Yeah,
say
you know-
simultaneously.
Mhm.
Simultaneously.
so it sounds like you're going to go down then.
Yeah, we'll be able to make it down there to
Excellent.
help
Excellent.
check on the scouting party.
Thank you so much. Yes, we can arrange for compensation when you return to Camden's Hall, if you would be so kind as to do this for us. Tell them that.
Yeah.
I know you know, but you can tell them that as well.
I'll pass that on, Abernathy.
Okay. And if you're not too busy after that, maybe make your way back to Camden's Hall. We would be happy to have you again.
I'll try to. It's just busy, a lot of stuff to
Of course, as
figure out.
as I originally asked of you, of course.
Of course, yeah.
So,
But
glad to
Yeah,
hear
well-
of your return from hell. Please do tell about it as soon as you do get back this way.
I also have more to tell you about.
Oh,
So
good.
yeah,
Anyway.
found someone down there.
Find a way to,
We'll talk later.
I'm sure you have to get going. Find a way to contact me
Yes.
again. Or find a time to contact me again, and we will discuss, of course.
I'll probably contact you again once we make it to Portland.
Best wishes. Click.
Yep. Compensation will be given for helping out with Abernathy's request.
Okay.
It's a scouting party, went to an abandoned depot, attacked by a rogue something down by city of Portland.
Okay.
Down
All right. So
southeast.
I guess we know what we're doing. Allie, are you okay with that?
Yeah. 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 Sounds good.
Before we go, though, if I could commune with the other Petalites. For a moment.
just-
From
Just go take a cat nap.
There you go.
Ellie,
Hey, Allie
runs
and Zog,
downstairs.
you're welcome to basically
Ellie's gone.
turning to Burk's dad. We need
Oh.
privacy for a moment.
You don't need
He
to tell
knows
me
nothing
twice.
about any of this stuff, so
Yeah.
he left a while back.
You don't need to tell me twice. And Malthus turns around and like
Malthus, that's his name.
Malthus,
Just
Malthus, Malthus.
I'm just keeping thinking of Maverick.
Yeah, I kept thinking
I'm
of Maverin.
sure you are.
Malthus
Go take a
turns
cat nap and think
to
of Maverick.
Malthus turns to Zog. Malthus turns to Zog and is like, I don't mean to like impose. Is there like a
Okay.
separate? Is there like a storage area, like a cargo area that I can
How about
like?
go in the? That's really depressing, man. You can go in the captain's quarters. It's
No,
okay.
really,
No, go in the captain's quarter. Make yourself some coffee, or I got whiskey and rum in there. Go.
I do appreciate that. Thank you.
No worries.
I'm
Add
going
some
to
of the
try to
whiskey
be.
to the sherry.
I'm going to try to be as little of a burden as possible while I'm with you. So anything you need me to do, just let me know, and I will try to do it.
I appreciate it.
He'll learn he can chill out a little bit at some point.
I hope. So.
Well, he's been
Yeah.
magically imbued to forever be on the same plane as you. Until death. So,
Oh, just wait till we get pulled somewhere else. He's gonna have no
Yeah.
idea what the hell is going on.
yeah. Unless he's still with you.
It'll be funnier if he's not.
It would be, but yeah.
A lot funnier.
Track of the boat for us. It's fine.
Yeah.
Until we make it to pedal.
And
It's fine.
speaking of,
Are we taking headphones off?
Yeah.
no need.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No need. Just
So this is Quinlan, Willow, and
Burk,
Burk.
and if Zog and Allie want to stick around, they're fine too.
Yeah, Zog is there.
Allie thought that they were dismissed, so they already went down below.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Don't go to the storage. That's depressing. Allie goes down to the storage.
Yeah.
Cat, that's where boxes are.
There you go.
Now, it is actually kind of fortuitous that Allie is not with us at the moment. I know, Willow, you have no desire to quickly return to Petal. I'm torn on the subject. And, Burk, I don't really know what your deal is. If you're wanting to go or avoid.
I don't know
Oop.
if they'll recognize me after 4 years. I hope not. To tell y'all the truth, finally, I snuck into a committee meeting and overheard plans. And might have been seen.
You mean the same kind of plans that were out here to investigate Willow and I?
Yeah, their plans of forced takeover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My question, one of the things that had me drawn to coming to this city was the Urkfather, or Allfather?
The Allfather.
The Allfather. Perhaps giving warning,
Mhm.
but that carries grave consequences for the three of us, being that it would spell treason, and that could be damning for us and everyone connected to us.
Yeah.
Do we try and handle this internally, or do we...
You do remember that when you were being processed on, like, the border regions of Newark City, that y'all gave information to the border people, or as much information as
Border
you could.
guards.
Mm-hmm.
And they allowed you passage because of the information you gave.
Mm-hmm.
You feel as if the information you have already given would have either reached a point, or it would be reaching that point, like the line of communication would already be established.
Yeah.
At least
I
you
know
think
that we
so.
gave some. I just didn't think we had given that much. Like, we had been like, oh yeah, there are protesters.
Yeah, you kept
and
some stuff close to the
and
chest, but yeah.
environmentalists.
You kept some
But,
stuff
like,
close to the chest, but you definitely, yeah.
Borderline invasion plans, like, we didn't hand that stuff over.
No.
And I had afterwards told y'all about the stuff I learned in Fidance. That they were sending, Petal was sending people to Fidance, which is the town that we were at where the demon kind of got summoned.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, like, the question then becomes, do we handle this ourselves? Try to make some sort of diplomatic plea here to the leadership of the city and continent? Or
don't get it twisted.
Do nothing?
The Alfada has, like, God Mayor status in the city of Newark City. In the metropolis, the large populated area that is Newark City. He's not that powerful otherwise. He can keep his citizens, he has power and, like, authority over his citizens. Outside of the borders of Nuke, doesn't really hold much sway, especially with Flem and Bogey just recently having overcome a dictatorship in the last 100 years. The diplomatic ley line of, like, between Newark City and, like, the mainland powers of In-Quy'zz, a little, how do you put it? They don't necessarily agree with the idea of a god mayor to begin with, but, you know. So, De Alfada would be an outlier, and would just be, if you were to tell De Alfada things, it would be relevant to his city and not much else. A diplomatic plea would need to be made with the current leader of the shared continent of the country of Snot Drizzle. Let me see. I have it here. Okay. So there used to be, so it was an empire run by an emperor or an empress. Then there was a war, then there was a dictatorship, then that dictatorship was usurped by a coup. And now the country of Snot Drizzle, with its two neighboring nations of Flem and Bogey, are ruled over by a man by the name of Harold the Battle-Hardened. Now, this is common knowledge stuff for the In-Quy'zz-ites. The Petalites, this would be less obvious, but this would be something that you can discuss amongst yourselves. You know, Harold the Battle-Hardened, he's not a dictator, but he is, like, he doesn't call himself a king. It's not a monarchy that he's going to pass it to his son. It's just a guy sits in power until the first guy dies. And then when he dies, someone else will sit in that chair, you know.
Okay.
Like leadership until death, and then
But
somebody
he doesn't
else
call
takes
himself
the
a
spot.
king.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. And he doesn't. It's not for religious reasons. It's not a religious.
Religious
A
reasons.
Okay.
sanctopoly. Oh God, what is the word for it? I know
So-
the word for it.
Taking all of this into
A
consideration,
theocracy.
A theocracy. It's not a theocracy. It is a
It's
small.
not a theocracy or a
It is a.
monarchy.
It is a small a autocracy, where
okay.
the leader is generally liked by his people. They especially like Harold, because Harold fought against the dictatorship that was in
Okay.
place, and he,
Hmm.
you know, he's considered a hero, a legend. He apparently ran into battle with a very powerful weapon at his side, a powerful weapon that some people say that the weapon itself helped Harold, like, as if it had a will of its own. Others say that it was just a very powerful magical weapon, but those who believe that his weapon was just as smart, if not smarter than he is.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, with all that in mind, well, then
I feel like
it's
he
probably
would be more so someone who would want to stand up against whatever Petal's plan is.
if we
We can talk with him.
seems like things are still fractured and disjointed. And then our best course of action may actually just be to try to handle this ourselves and talk to Harold the Battle Hardened. What is that? As a backup plan. So,
Plan B, go in and try to attempt it ourselves.
Willow, are you ready
That
to
would
fuck
be-
some shit up?
Well, they could bring him back from the dead? Yes.
Mhm.
Depending on how this goes, you might add my parents to that list.
Oh no.
At a dictatorship one.
Mm.
Damn
I
it.
mean,
Oh great.
I know if when we loop everyone else in about all this, my dad would probably help, possibly, with the fight.
Allies would be good to have. Keeping certain things close to the chest is gonna help.
For Abernathy and others as well. Camden's Hall.
Everybody should have part
Mhm.
of whatever plan we come up with the rest of the shipmates,
Mhm.
for sure. I'm coming at this as from my leadership expertise of monastics. Willow, do you have anything to add? Anything? Insights?
Pretty much just stayed with him. I was at his beck and call. So,
I'd be interested to see what his schedule looked like, and if it's still that way. I'm probably going to go meditate and plan.
Sounds like we'll have time on the journey
To-
down southeast.
Yes. Portland, you
Portland.
said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where Sasu's going?
Chelsea
I can't
Tatsu's already
remember.
been bucked off on a different boat.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Never mind. We don't
Yeah.
have to worry about him.
No, we don't.
Good.
I'd probably
Thank goodness.
roundhouse kick him into the water, if we're being completely honest.
I mean, let Emberly have him.
No, I'd make it worse. I'd send him off to Talos.
Oh. But yeah,
Subsequently,
I mean,
a
down
god that
south
Umberly
to
hates.
Portland.
yeah, oddly enough.
Mhm.
And I'm still thinking about accepting that offer to enter Talos service. Still thinking about it. Have not made a decision.
Interesting.
Just keep it in the back pocket.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see how things start to progress and pedal, and then
There is
that'll be
also,
his answer.
I haven't had the chance or the opportunity to describe this too much. There are less of them in Quy'zz, but there are also Skylands. Skylands kind of run independently of all of the base level things on the surface of the planet, and there's the
I just changed my
underground.
vote.
There is the underground, which is like, it's basically the Underdark. There is an Underdark on this planet that is thriving with monstrous races and all kinds of other things like that. The different the different continents have all kinds of fun storylines that interact with all three layers. This campaign has basically only interacted with the one so far, because Skylands are more scarce in Quy'zz. Because it was the exit wound of the meteor. Like, all of the shit that got ejected off of Quy'zz went into space, and is still, some of it may still be hurtling through space. But no, there are not too many you have encountered some of them where they were hovering in the land of the puddles because they were kind of at the same level as you, but they are functionally the same as Skylands.
There's the one that was on fire.
The one that was
with
on
the
fire.
rock nest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The closest one to you that kind of sits as a fixture in like the eastern sky, it is a larger rock. It is a larger place that is inhabited. Let's see here. It is simply... Oh, actually, no, I remember what I called Skylands. Skylands are basically the same as Tiefling virtue names. Let me see.
nice.
Here we go.
We're asking all the right questions to get the lore.
We are.
The most prominent Skyland that is kind of a fixture in the eastern sky, but like a little fixture, you're still pretty far away from it, is Mantra. And it is known to have a very elite monastic guild that occupies it, that is very like exclusive. Not too many people are invited to it. Not too many people know about its inner workings. But the order of Mantra does pop up in the headlines sometimes. You know, like they are known for extreme devotion to their god, which I have not yet determined who that god is.
Okay.
Soon to be determined.
To be determined.
Well,
Because it's new information to you as well.
yeah, the second that Quinlan would hear about that, he'd want to go there. Absolutely.
But for now,
What?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, seems do another favor for Camden's Hall.
Mm-hmm.
We will be compensated whenever we make our way back there at some point.
Which should be right after, so that way we can adequately prepare for going home.
Mm-hmm.
gathering alliances is important when trying to topple an evil plan. And so far, you've gathered a few. Cambon's Hall, Maverick, and whoever Maverick may or may not have power over now that they have a ring. You're in New York City discussing the benefits or detriments of telling what is essentially a self-governing, what is essentially a city, a city-state.
Yeah,
About this
that
plan.
is so far from the point of origin that it would be pointless.
Yeah.
That I had been operating the whole time under the impression that it was going to be like the capital city of the whole continent.
Okay, yeah, no. So New York City is a self-autonomous place. It is independent of the main landmass.
Now
Welcome back, Zoe.
now getting that it's
Oh, I'm seeing that now on the map as well.
Yeah.
With the light gray circle around
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Just like Petal is independent,
Mm-hmm.
New York City
Yeah.
is also fairly independent.
All right. Sorry, I had a child moment. Are we
No
still
worries.
discussing what we're doing next?
we were also getting lore and above table.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, all right. All right.
So
And I'll fill
like,
you in a little bit.
we were asking the right questions.
Yeah. So, there are some possibilities of like interacting with the two other layers of this world, the Skylands and the Underground.
Ah.
But again, like
Along
Skylands have
Herald
not
the
Skylands have,
Battle-Hardened.
and you also got the idea of talking to De Alfada about the uprising or the potential takeover, but after discussion, it's leaning more towards the autocratic, heroic leader of Phlegm and Bogey, or the country of Snot Drizzle, Harold the Battle Hardened. His estate and his main purview is over the capital, Kermery. Khirmery. Kermery.
KHIRMERY.
Kermery. And Kermery, I don't think I marked Kermery on the map either. Kermery
No.
is
No.
Kermery is somewhere. Kermery is, if you can look at the map and you see this horseshoe river bend above where I wrote the word phlegm.
You don't have to do that, Allie.
You didn't have to do that.
I didn't want to use that knowledge because Allie purposefully left. So
You could
We're getting
you'd
over
probably be
table
right
lore
under
as well.
us listening.
Yeah.
Allie's not
I mean,
listening.
you've been there, done that.
Okay, so
All right. So
if you look at the map
yes.
of Quy'zz, in the horseshoe river bend right above where the name Phlegm is written on that map, that's where Kermery sits.
Okay.
It's not the largest city, but it sits kind of in that horseshoe bend because it is protected by the river to the south. And
Okay.
it has the large bay that juts into the
So-
landmass to the north.
So just jotting this down. All right. So our entire plan right now. We're gonna
What
do.
you guys are doing now, if you choose to accept it, is going to
The-
Portland and fighting a thing.
Yep. Do the Portland thing.
Mhm.
Then pedal. Pedal intel. Maybe. And then possibly go save Allie's dad for more allies.
Mm-hmm.
And then come back and rain holy hellfire on pedal.
Mm-hmm. I would say so. Yeah.
I think we've got a solid plan to topple a colonizing government.
Yeah.
Lego.
Lego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. So,
Okay. Yeah.
onwards you travel. First things first. The payment for docking was made at the beginning
Yeah.
of this, so you are free to leave at any time. Never mind. Everyone embarks the SS Toad Skipper once again, and looks outside and sees that it is approaching dusk.
How well do I feel? Am I like beat,
You
or do I feel up for like going through the night? Because I had a kind of mellow day, ish.
Yeah. You don't really have any you've been in downtime basically, except for 1 hour today. You've been
Yeah.
in mainly downtime mode. So like you're pretty good. You're not feeling too tired yet.
Yeah, guys, if you want to sleep, I'm just gonna ride through the night a bit. Get a head start on this.
I'll make something for a snack late night.
All right.
Okay.
A dessert light something.
Okay.
We haven't been on the boat in a while, and
As
some of us might need our sea legs recuperated.
as you are
Fair.
beginning to float away from the dock, you see, running as fast as her little body can carry her, the goblin secretary, I forget her name.
Kim? No,
Kim.
not Kim.
Yeah,
Not Kim?
Kim.
Pauldron. No,
Bookkeeper M?
Pauldron.
Kim is the
No,
bookkeeper.
Pauldron was the.
Pauldron. Yep, the receptionist. The goblin receptionist.
Okay.
Ah,
Pauldron. Yep, you see
Pauldron.
Pauldron running
Kim
as
was the
fast as
end.
she can, kind of like,
That's right. Yeah.
wait! And she's holding
Wait,
in her
friend.
hand, what looks like a paper check. or a piece of paper or something.
Okay.
She, do you stop?
Am I? Yeah, I'll stop the boat really quick. All right. No, never mind. We're leaving in a second.
Yeah.
What's up?
Sorry, when Mr. Mori told me that y'all were on your boat and getting ready to get going again, she remembered after she was disconnected, that she hadn't properly given the rest of her compensation for your helping her and for, helping us. So,
I totally forgot that was a thing. All right.
here, and she hands you the slip.
Yep.
It is a certificate that can be exchanged at any like bank.
Yeah.
It is a certificate that can be exchanged at a bank for a sum total of 550 gold.
Thank you. Zog turns around, hands it to Allie. I'm like, I heard you're broke now.
Allie,
I
you are
think
playing in a
that this
party.
was-
You are playing in a party that is sharing the wealth. You do not get to be poor for very long.
are you handing out all of it?
Yes.
It is a single certificate that can be exchanged for 550 gold.
Let's be real for a second. Sundial's loaded. I'm sitting good. I pay for everything for Quinlan already. Like,
while I'm prepping, it just look over. I didn't ask you to.
no, I know.
I wasn't the only one that I'll trade it in and divvy up the gold after. Because
I mean, we could probably start a boat fund.
that's a
Yeah.
yeah. We'll do that. I'll hold on to it.
Here, I'll put it in the stack. And Zog has a stack of like 3 other notes that he's never taken to the bank.
Allie makes a note to take
Because
these to the bank.
He just doesn't do that. Like,
Yeah, so as he like kind of pulls out a drawer, you see three other certificates of this ilk. One of them, and Zog, this is egregious. One of them can be exchanged for an amount sum total equal to 2,500 gold pieces.
Allie's just is like,
But you've just never exchanged it because you were just like, I don't do that.
I don't go to banks.
what
The
are the three banknotes?
So you have one for 550 that you just got from Samori, one for 2,500, one from his mom for 300.
Allie
Oh, yeah, that
is
was a
just
birthday
kind of
present.
sees this and just goes, my friends and I have led very different lives.
Well,
I'll
like going
cash
to
those
banks.
next
Okay.
time we'll start a boat fund. I'll be the secretary.
And then the last
Treasurer.
one, the last one is like, you know how when you're writing a check, you're supposed to like fit the numbers into like the squares to delineate the amount.
Yeah.
There was an amount on this that covered about 7 numbers, but that was all scratched away, and a 50 was put in whatever was left.
I so thought you were going to say it was scratched away and Zog wrote somebody's phone number. Like he was given like $1 million gold. And he's like, fuck this. You're
You know
hot."
what? That's
Like,
better. You know what? That's better. It's
Yeah.
scratched away, so you don't know how much money was on this certificate, but you just have someone's
Yep.
like sending stone like coordinates set in its place instead.
Yeah. Don't lose that bottom one.
Okay.
I feel like it's that Eric Cocker that we heard about.
And Allie, don't forget the leftovers.
Yeah, I think that I have like taken them out of my bag and just kind of set them up in, I don't know, we don't have like a mess. Do we have a mess?
Yeah.
You have like
Right,
a
such a
basket.
mess.
You have like a basket of veggies, a basin of like the fruit, or a basin of like the smashed potatoes. Like you have like the
I
bird.
just, like, set 'em out.
The remnants of the bird are just kind of like some of the meat has been starting to flake in the sack. Like
Dinner's on me.
and it like reveals a large amount of. Oh, we're gonna take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, folks. I don't know why that happened. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hey, Dippy.
What's your pot?
Hello and welcome back to the In-Quy'zz-ition. We've had a player swap. So, Dadley has said goodnight because he is not feeling too well. And welcome back to the playing scene, Dono.
Hello.
How's it going, bud?
I got a cat.
There you go.
That's what
Wonderful.
My character does.
So,
He's fine with me.
I will say this would be a good point. Donna, you mentioned a couple
Yes.
things you wanted to do in the absence of Sundial at the
Do I get to
party.
roleplay all that?
You
Yes,
can do
I
a little
did.
bit of it. So first things first, the conversation that you had with Allie's mom has been
We don't have to roleplay that one.
has been addressed, and Allie is going
Yes.
to talk to you about that when we catch up to the present. Secondly, making a connection with the Thieves Guild.
Well, there's the Thieves Guild and then the other, like the actual Adventurers Guild. Were two
Camden's Hall.
options that I can. Yeah.
So you can talk to Camden's Hall with Burk at basically any point.
Yes.
Which leaves
Did I just break my
which
own
leaves
fence
number
again?
3, people watching and trying to get some nice clothes. So as you've kind of been walking around, plodding around.
My pen exploded.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, it's all over inside my cup. Fuck me. All right, cool.
Oh God.
It
How
sucks.
awful.
It's just-
Now you
Ow.
can finger right.
Oh.
Dip,
Just
dip.
dip, dip, dip. So
Look,
you're kind of walking
where I
around.
donated is
There you
the
go.
same color as my character.
Oh, look at that.
Donate plasma, people. It saves lives.
There you go. So, why don't we go ahead? The month-old ugh. Oh my gosh.
November was like a month ago. And that's Thanksgiving. We did the session after.
Yeah. So, Donald, as you're walking around, you can make some perception checks to see to get a good look at some to just kind of look at some people while you're walking around.
Hell? I'm fucking dumb as hell and blind. Okay, cool. I'm gonna make some perception checks. Yes. Wow.
And what these will do is that the higher you get,
Wow.
the higher you get on these perception checks, the more convincing your slime form can appear humanoid in like its resting state.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll those because I got a 1 and a 2.
Oh my god!
Get him out
I
now.
got-
Get him out now.
All right. We're not gonna use those dice,
Okay.
and we're gonna use the blue ones because
2 points off. 2 more dice rolled.
I'm making perception. Okay. Where's my name?
Percepted.
Oh, I'm not even sighted in my disc. My fucking. Ah!
Uh-oh.
I can't get my character sheet because I
falling
didn't
apart.
sight into my my thing.
Your perception is a +6.
I hope this is the right account that I'm signing into. Use safe. Yeah, I guess. Any device. I'm trying to sign in and look at my character sheet. What is my plus to perception?
Is +6.
I got a 17.
17.
Yes. For the first roll.
And
And a 15.
a 15. There you go. All right. So, as you're out just observing, one thing that you notice about this town, a lot of orcs, a lot of Urks. They have their distinct, like, strong jawlines and flattened,
good-looking.
not flattened, but like very like slab-like faces. You could break a board across most of these people's faces. But as you continue to walk, you get some more humanoids and a couple of elves, couple of other races just kind of patrolling the streets, walking as you walk along. And you get a generally more humanoid like feel from observation. You feel your slime form can inhabit any form that it wants, but your natural state has been just a little guy for a while because you haven't been a plasmoid for as long as you have been a ball wandering the surface of the planet and gathering garbage. And as you continue to walk, you learn, your slime learns, and you kind of begin to take a humanoid shape that is rather, you begin to take a humanoid shape. You get a little taller. You get a little more definition to your limbs and your features, and you you kind of feel like a face form on your face, with like an actual like facial features, more defined. Like your slime kind of forms into the defined muscles in the legs and the arms, and you feel comfortable, like as you have felt comfortable in your little guy form, but you feel comfortable in the new look that you put on as you walk. And it's very gradual. It's gradual to the point of like the first person you saw you as a little guy. The last person that you see when you get to the terminus to rejoin your friends just sees you as a guy. Like, you're just a green dude. You're just a green.
I'm a green guy.
You're just a green dude with like a physical description that I will allow you to have because I was about to step into territory of describing your character.
And so Sundial, he reforms like a lot of different things. Also picking up he picked up some clothes. And he takes notes of fashion from his friends themselves.
Knock off.
And
let's see.
I've got commerce clothes in my shit.
Spells. No, inventory.
I'm
knock
pretty
off.
damn sure I've got commerce.
Knock off 2 gold for the clothes that you pick up.
Okay. So I pick up some decent clothes. Replicate certain things.
And these clothes fit under the cloak of stars, obviously.
Yes.
In your new form, your cloak of stars was your clothes in your little guy form.
Yes.
Now your new humanoid form.
And you see that he dons that of like green hair, and you see the star, like cloak of stars, kind of form around him, and like he picks up a tie and gets likes the jewelry of Allie, and so like decides to do pointed ears, but more of a humanoid type with some rings and such, and
kind of like elf
you guys get
ears.
to see. And also picks up some, some little oculars and such like that. And this is what he ends up looking like.
There you go. And Mosaic kind of continues alongside you.
As the slime,
as
able to enter into my form,
more slimy,
stuff like that.
A more slimy thing. Now I will say, your skin always has like a patina of green, but
yes.
in the humanoid form that you take, it like kind of flushes to a tone that would look like skin. But like closer examination and people like looking at you for more than 5 seconds, you look like you are constantly covered in a thin marine layer of green ick. Like, but that's just you, man.
Yeah, I am Okay, there we go. Now it's giving me the
Marvelous.
thing. I'm trying to get into my account for
D&D Beyond.
Wait, no, this is not my Twitch. Oh wait, yeah, I do have to use
D&D Beyond, everybody.
Don't worry about it.
You can now stumble around for 5 minutes to make an ability check. All right.
I just got locked out of my D&D Beyond, so I'm currently trying to log into that, and I'm listening to Dippy and do all this stuff at the same time. But this is my character now. He decided to go more humanoid because you know what? He's walking around a bunch of humanoids and and he's just like, hey. And if you look more on their character, you can see that they picked up little things from like what they like off of their friends and such. They like Allie's like jewelry, so they have earrings and they have like a top bow tie, that type thing, because other people. And yeah, they look nice. I'll post the picture onto the actual Discord so people can be able to see it better. But yeah.
As you get back to the terminus and meet with your friends again, you've been led onto the boat, and you have kind of been hanging around for discussion of what to do next, along with, you have like the information that has been garnered since you've gotten back to the boat, but in order for you to gain that yourself, Dono, take a look back at the last like hour or so of this episode.
Okay.
Or you can discuss it with us out of the game, those of us that actually remember it and keep notes about it.
Thank you.
All in here, baby, all in here.
Give me.
I got my noggin. Oh,
Get me noggin.
I didn't hear any of it, so I didn't take notes.
Oh fuck!
I didn't take notes. It's just all in my head.
No, I said that Allie walked away. They were doing their own thing. Speaking of, while I was below deck, Allie was trying to like sort their mind out, and they tend to like spin tales that they can use to like buff people. They have this ability called Tales of the Beyond. I think that when they went downstairs, it's a familiar, like almost meditative thing. They spun another tale, and I rolled for it, and it did not help soothe Allie at all. They spun the Tale of the Phantom, and they're just like, they're not feeling good. So I think when they stumble back upstairs to like put the food out for people, they're just like in like a daze. They're a little like shell shocked, finally actually processing like,
Tale of the
I met my dad and he asked for help, and it makes me a bad person to say no, but also I don't know if anything, and like it's just like shell shocked and like actually finally processing what happened.
Yeah, that's still gonna take some time. So,
oh yeah.
as you putter back out of the underground marina, back onto the waters of the Urk River, and begin to float your way down the streams of life. You entered into the city through like the northwest corner, and you exit the city in like the eastern part. You like exit through the east to get, to kind of get further towards your goal of Portland. And traveling through the city in the process, and you kind of exit the underground marina, and looking around, it's like floating down the river through Chicago, through Paris, through London, through all those major cities that have buildings on the river. It's just like you look and there's buildings. You look, there's more buildings. There's some park space that instead of trees has like playground equipment. And you can see like very specially, there is one like point on this river where there is a giant slide that slides down and then kicks up and lands in the river. Yeah, you manage to like pass by that as someone is sliding down it, and they fly over your boat with the momentum that they launched.
Oh, thank Christ. Sorry, I just finally got into my account.
There you go. I thought you were relieved that the guy didn't hit your boat or something like that.
Nah, fuck that thing. I could just fix it. Okay.
That's great. So, yeah. Oh, and by the way, Sundial.
Yes.
You still have your gifts for your party members.
Oh, yes, I do. Thank you for reminding me. So when Sundial comes to show up again, and he looks in his humanoid form, I don't know if any of y'all want to fucking, like, you know, question him about that shit, or else he already did it. Did that go already?
I mean, it would have occurred while, like, in any of the discussion that you had over the past play.
I mean, you would see that he has mosaic, and it looks like mosaic, and it's Sundial. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, I'm Sundial. And he's like, so I have a gift. I did go back, like, go to hell and back for this, so I hope you guys all appreciate it. And one by one, he's gonna hand out little daggers, and when you touch them, it feels cold, like colder than usual to the touch. And each one of them has a bit engraven upon it, and it is it says the Ferryman, and then it has your guys' name on the blade. So it's a group gift. It's enough for each and every one of you. They are frostbite daggers, so they do an extra 1d6 of cold damage when attacking.
There you go.
So, yeah.
A little something that Sundial made when y'all were at the Emporium, the traveling Emporium.
6. Yes.
Even I have one.
Yeah. Thanks, Sundial. This is
you.
Nice.
Thanks, Sundial. Also, like the new look.
Thank you. I decided that this would probably be better looking than being a little slime dude walking around all the time. I'm still going to use my pot, but when I'm walking around, I'm going to look like this.
Oh, that'll be like you just like a just a guy steps into a pot and melts into it, and it just
just sets it down real quick for him. Just plops in. Just
sometimes I just need pot time. Like that's just I just
or like you're just a
pot.
head, or like you're just a head sticking out of the pot.
Exactly. I'm growing. I'm changing. I'm morphing.
Great.
Like Odo from Deep Space Nine.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. I don't know what the fuck that is. And I'm from space.
He does. he's kind of like you. Like
yeah.
They're called changelings, but they have a liquid form.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like an orange plasmoid.
Mm.
And they can take
I was an orange plasmoid once.
Other creatures and people.
Okay, maybe I should try that sometime.
I love that the fact that this is happening in character means that Deep Space Nine is canonically something that has occurred in this universe.
Yes.
There's a book about it, right?
There's a book about it, and there's a board game. There's also a board game.
But only Deep Space Nine. None of the other versions of Star Trek exists in this context.
Deep Space Nine.
Just Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, because it was written by Benny.
There you go.
Do you know where in Missouri he lives?
That is amazing.
Man, those bards can make anything these days with their moving images.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them have real talent.
Yeah. And especially when the artifices get in there and they start making like the projector thingies with their little films. Yeah.
Hmm.
We've invented movies.
It's weird the sex scenes though.
Universe. There are bards. No, you know what that means? That means that there are just bards that will go around to people's houses and be like, you want to see something like really cool? And then they'll cast major image to just project a porno into somebody's living room.
No, I was thinking that like because they capture it, not say that they they just have a recording device developed by, or like they have the glasses that record, and then they have the ability to tell it and then project that recording into another thing like through magic, and so they you end up having film. So it's just like they actually had to be there and watch it. Yeah. And so So some films, you can tell when the bard's really good because you don't hear the heavy breathing.
I would like to note, Allie does not believe these are real bards. These are frauds. they are dirty capitalists, Allie's brain.
Oh my god.
If he's got to make now the film bard, like an actual
film bard.
Class.
Bard.
Oh my
Let me go
god.
pick up the
Like,
sunglass.
Oh no.
the
Crystal
Bardic,
imaging.
no, the Bardic College of the Moving Image. They have
Wild.
access to all of the illusion spells required to create vast, complex illusions of life and moving imagery to be shown in theaters and I'm gonna write this down.
They're vicious.
We're gonna run
They're
into a
vicious
bard at some
mockery.
point.
I should be shocked and ashamed and questioning what have I done.
Bardic College of the Moving Image.
We've got what do we got? We've got Gnome Depot in this world now.
Gnome Depot, yeah.
We have Gnome Depot, Moon Dollar. We already
Wandies.
have franchises.
Wandies.
Oh, what was the 7-Eleven one?
812.
No,
9/11?
I don't know if I took the note.
Oh no, 612. 612.
Yeah.
612.
612,
Okay.
yeah.
I was thinking it was either that or 813, which
I
is
know I
think
have
that
the
was one of the
sticky
ones
notes
that we were throwing around.
somewhere. I have to find my sticky notes on that.
I think
Yes, you do.
I think
I don't know
one
where they
session
are.
I just played out like, we're gonna go over to the 612 and go pick up some snacks on the road.
Yeah, we
Dippy
literally
just
got
died.
It worked, you know? You had just gotten
And
to
we
the
have
point where
Moon
that
Dollar
list
and New Urk.
yeah, you just got to the point where that list like was redeemed, and then all of a sudden 612 exists, you know.
We just also have each
I heard it was made by
lane
like a
has
very
sports.
pale-skinned elf with daddy issues.
Connecting the universes, I
612?
like it.
Yeah, 613. I had to look at my
So,
sticky notes.
613.
It was,
613.
it's 613.
613.
Yeah.
613. There you
And their
go.
little logo was like 13 spelled out in the circle with the 6 down below.
Mhm. Yeah. So at some point there's just gonna be a blue snakefin triton standing on the shore like, wow, and then like the Zog has to pick him up in the boat. No. That's not happening.
No.
That's not gonna happen. No, it's not happening.
Just wait.
Not
Just
Ashel.
wait.
happening.
First time chatter from Ashel. Merry late Christmas. Thank you. We're happy to
Happy
have you.
holidays. Hope you have a good New Year's coming up here soon.
Absolutely. So, as you begin your journey down the river, here we go yet again.
So yeah, everybody add a frostbite dagger to their actual inventory.
I don't see
Yep,
that
yep.
in the list of things. Is that an item I need to go find in
Um,
the?
Yeah, here I'll send you the. I think I sent it to
Manage
Dippy
inventory.
on Discord.
'Cause I was looking for it and I was like, I'm just gonna write it down and remember it for later.
Yeah.
All right, so.
I think at one
don't-
point Allie will like try to like be like, are those real piercings or are those part of you? And like try to like touch your earrings.
Oh, it's
sundial.
absolutely fake.
They like squish a little bit underneath when I touch
Yeah,
them.
they're like if you were like, you know how fake earrings feel.
Yeah.
Like you could pop it off, and then like the moment that it disconnects from my body, it just becomes slime that comes right back onto my
Just like
self.
innovative.
It's a
I like
very
it.
Oh
convincing
no!
disguise.
Wait, you actually rolled one of the numbers again. Oh no!
Yeah, I rolled a random encounter number.
Oh great!
Would you call
Let's go.
would you call the fact that you were in a boat coastal, or would you want it to fit
I mean,
more with lake?
Coastal suggests we're on the ocean or a large body of water wherein you
Yeah.
cannot see both sides at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're not underwater either.
Oh wait, I need
No.
to look at my eyes.
Is
So
there
we
like
would
just
be-
river or?
No, they're still in the
waterways?
city. I'll just use the urban table again. Sure.
Yeah, we're on the outskirts.
Oh wait, no, I want the collection. not the
Well,
locations.
my new dice see some rolls.
Oh my goodness. I just had Shake Shack. Fantastic.
What?
see here. I'm trying to find frostbite daggers in my inventory of homebrew collections that I have.
Oh no.
What?
Oh, no.
Are we fighting a dragon?
No. Okay.
You're not that evil. Yes, you are.
Yes.
Okay.
So
yes.
as you are traveling along the river,
Is it the sexy mommy nut dragon again?
General
oh,
Lays.
yeah.
oh man,
She was dang.
here's
She was
the
lovely.
thing. No. As you're moving along in the boat,
Moving right along. Sorry.
there's no way that I can incorporate that. Let me roll one more time.
Why would it be there if you couldn't incorporate it? I think you're thinking less upon yourself there, Dippy. Okay, here's the frostbite.
Thank
Here's
you.
the frost. Yeah, I dropped it. So you guys
Okay,
can
we'll
add
use
that
either
into
of
your
those.
inventories.
It's
Alright,
a
you know what?
kraken. No, I hope it's not a kraken.
No.
Dude, fucking krakens are awesome and they're so versatile. You could make them come
Don't
from
want to
anywhere.
fight a kraken right now.
You got lava krakens, you got forest krakens, you got
Lava
storm krakens,
forest
you've got
krakens.
space krakens.
Celestial kraken.
You know
You
what?
got, yeah, void
You know what?
krakens.
I was thinking
You've
about
got
this.
city krakens.
I was
They
thinking
just,
about this,
run
like, in the beginning of my
businesses and
mind.
fucking destroy you.
In my mind at the beginning of the session, I was wondering, what if this happened? So now I'm gonna make it happen because I didn't like either of the rolls I just got on that table.
It says I need a subscription.
All at once.
Damn.
What?
Same.
All at once, suddenly.
If
all at once,
Dippy
suddenly,
add-
this.
Okay, sorry. If Dippy adds it and then has his content sharing on, you guys should be able to add it.
What
as
is
long
it?
as you have content sharing on.
The
the
frostbite
frostbite
dagger.
dagger.
We can wait though. We don't have to do it right now.
Okay,
Let's
you're good.
just do it off stream. But
I'm
yes,
just
I
saying,
do
yes.
want that item.
Yes, it's pretty cool.
After session.
I will
Yes,
remind
yeah.
Tippy. He forgets.
How would I add it to?
Don't worry about it. We'll do it after.
Okay.
I'll do it after stream.
Work on it
I'll
later.
show you. I'll show
Okay.
you.
So
We did one.
suddenly, without warning, the sky darkens very, very quickly, and you hear the crashing of thunder.
Cast counterspell.
I put my hood up immediately. And Ellie's just like, fucking wish we were back in hell.
I'm just gonna put my cloak on Allie as well, so it's double
Cloak action.
double cloak, yeah. It's like here, hopefully this helps.
And as you-
standing in the rain, basking in the glory.
And as you feel,
Yeah.
Two different vibes.
as you feel, drip, 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 pitter, 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 patter, 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 rain, like, it comes about suddenly how heavy, like, the rain is. Not just in quantity of drop, but size of drop. Until eventually you see, like, raindrops that are the size of, like, ball bearings falling and leaving their long trails behind.
I go on to the awning.
And, like,
I would like
eventually-
to cast shape water.
like, spray.
Just keeping the water off of us, just like doing the whole thing that Katara
Oh, okay,
does.
yeah.
A 5 foot cubes worth.
A
so lay that out
little,
flat
water
across
bubble.
us.
A little water bubble
Yeah.
shield, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what you notice as this water bubble
This is
shield
hell.
is like holding you, like, you notice that the drops are like these are really fat raindrops, fatter than like natural raindrops. And as you're looking up through the bubble shield, you see something passing overhead. Something large.
Is it within range for me to shoot it?
Why are you wanting to shoot everything?
I don't want. This is just another layer of sucks on top of this sucky afternoon.
All right, do what you want.
What weapons do you have that are ranged, and what range increments do they have on them?
I can make anything that they want to be ranged as
have
long as it's under
nothing.
5 pounds.
I don't even have. Can I? Is it within 30 feet above us?
Oh, it's much higher up than that.
Oh,
So
I wanted to cast fear.
the
To make it
fear.
leave. I just wanted to make it leave.
Go
Okay.
Go
So
away.
you notice.
But it's gotta be 30 feet within
okay.
range.
So you notice floating
Can
above.
I upspell it with an inspiration?
Oh my god.
Please.
Okay, wait a second. Let me describe it first.
Okay. Please.
Floating in the clouds above you appears to be a very large, sort of blubbery figure. Long and carrying quite a bit of mass with it, but floating effortlessly as if it were underwater and not realizing it.
Sky whale.
This is a large sky whale. It's
Sky whale floating in the
floating in the air, and it's.
Did Burk say sky whale?
I was just saying that
out loud?
over table.
I mean, he said it over table, but you can say it in game if you want, because that's exactly what it is.
I would like to make an Arcana or Nature check on this.
Make a Nature check on a sky whale. Yeah.
Does it look?
Fuck!
Like
I am
the
doing
shape
so
of a
bad
whale?
today.
Oh god.
I just rolled a
Does it look
3.
like the shape of a whale?
Yeah, it looks like the shape of a whale. Long.
I think it looks like a
ridges,
shape of a fish.
ridges along its underside. You know the
Burke's
like
just
the.
looking up. And it's just.
Sundial has no idea what a whale looks like.
Doesn't know what a whale looks
I rolled a fucking 10. Okay, I have no idea what this is. Yeah.
Okay, a 10 is enough to know. A 10 is enough to know that you know what a whale.
Wait, no. Wait.
But you don't know why a
Is
whale's
it
in the
nature
sky.
or is it perception?
You initially said Arcana or Nature, so I let you choose between those.
I did Nature because that makes sense for an animal. Then I got an 8.
8.
I
An 8 tells you that this is not a common occurrence. This is definitely
is
not
it
something
peeing
that's.
on us. I will roll survival to see if this thing is peeing on us.
What's the result of your roll?
Would Burke have ever been on the
Fucking
ocean
Nature.
with Kevin
Let's see
Hall?
here.
Or read
What's
in
that?
like books more so?
Wait,
I
no,
don't think
survival.
Burke's ever been on
Fucking.
like
I got
the
a
water
13.
except for like when meeting them, but I feel like he's read books, so he would know what a whale is.
How's your dad doing with this water thing?
He's down below. I have no idea.
Oh yeah, we're on the boat too, huh?
We're on the boat.
We're on a boat.
With an 8, you don't know too much, but the common knowledge of these is that these large sky whales are just, floating through the sky at whim. And generally, they are elemental creatures, because they have to be to be in this kind of state. This specifically looks to be an aquan sky whale, as normally when an aquan sky whale is floating through the air, it's adding moisture and density to the air, and depending on the weather at the time, they basically create a storm wherever they go. They it's constantly raining, not just from directly underneath of itself, but it creates a storm. It creates a storm that most of the time is just rain. You can feel that there isn't really wind blowing. There isn't really. You heard a thunder crack, but looking up at this thing again, you see that it creates like kind of a creaking, like air shifting, rumbling noise as it moves.
An Orcus Galactus from Treasure Planet.
Good pull. Very similar, but a little different. Yeah.
Yeah, Burke will just say that out loud. Just a sky whale.
Is it gonna stick around?
Do they tend to just float around? Oh no.
You notice that it's just kind of like floating in a general direction. It does not seem to have taken a vested interest in your vessel.
What sign is the
But the storm that it has brought with it is remaining, at least for a little bit. So, Allie, what was this talk of inspiration and casting fear and upcasting to make it go away?
How far away is this thing from us?
Allie wants to cast fear.
It's
and
floating.
Try to upspell it.
It's floating It's floating like a good tick above, like everything. Like I would say more than 100 feet above you, as a broad sense.
Can I roll an insight check or something to figure out if I scare it away, if it will make the rain go away too, or if the rain's still gonna be here after after the whale leaves.
I can polymorph myself and we can go fly.
We're an
up.
adult channel. Like,
you're right.
And we can
Whether they fucking leave or not.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Allie.
I got a +10 to those. And I got a 3. Ooh, so it's a 14 because I have the +1 from the food still.
Oh, there you go.
I just want to know if I scare the beast away, is it gonna scare and stop the rain? Or speed up the end of the rain?
This beast doesn't feel like it carries emotions. So you feel like getting its attention, whether to scare it or otherwise, would be detrimental to what you want to do.
That's it. I'm going back down.
It's better to just kind of let it. It's better to just kind of let it pass.
I'm just gonna go under the deck. What,
Allie,
Sundial?
Do you know any kind of flying spell? Because I can polymorph it.
I'm just gonna go back. You know, we're on the water again, and I should have known that when we got back on the water, there was gonna be water. But I, for some reason, forgot that we're on a boat.
I've got you.
So I'm just gonna go underneath and just, pretend like I'm not surrounded by water again.
Fuck it. I haven't casted any spells yet today, and this is kind of cool. I'm gonna cast Bigby's hand and give it a little scritch on its belly.
Allie's gonna go below deck.
Yeah,
Allie's gonna go below.
Go below, Allie.
Allie goes below and sees
How far away
Malphus
can
and
you
just
move
is like,
Bigby's hand from
don't go up
yourself
there.
and still have control of it?
Okay. I can cast it up to 120 feet away from me.
Up to 120 feet
a
away
large
from
hand AC of 20 to hit. Clenched fist. Feet. It doesn't have a specific amount of space that.
It doesn't say like a maximum range that.
It just says like the casting area is up to 120 feet. So like I could probably go farther.
So it is centered on yourself, and it can be up to 120 feet away from you. That's what I'm hearing.
Range of area? I don't know. It doesn't say like it can't go past like far away from me in any way. I don't know. We can say it's 120 feet, but it has a movement speed.
Let me see if the new version of the spell elucidates.
I'm looking at it right now. I think.
Are you looking at the new version or the old version?
Let me see here. No, it's the it's the new version.
Large hand. Okay, so you can see within range. Lasts for the duration and moves under command. No.
Let me put my slimy little pot.
I don't see a maximum range, so you can start at 120 feet away, and it'll just keep going up to where it needs to go.
I'm just gonna have the hand do the stretching.
Okay, big important question here, is your Bigby's hand green?
Yes. So you just see it form from like it takes the moisture around it and like takes just a little bit of like my slime and just forms a hand. You just see it like go flying up there.
So 120 feet away, this hand like takes shape. Whoa. And then it floats up a little further. And you're giving it a belly scritch?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is probably going to be the weirdest sensation of its entire life.
Roll an animal handling check.
Lovely. Can I add my my spell casting modifier to that because I'm using a spell?
Bigby's hand, I'll say. Cool. Roll an animal handling check, add your spell casting modifier.
I'm using my big die. Okay.
Go ahead.
What is going on?
Okay. So 2 plus 4.
So Sundial cast
That is
Bigby's hand and is now
18.
giving the Sky Whale a belly scritch.
Yes,
18 total.
Yes.
You okay, two distinct things happen. First and foremost, the amount of rain increases.
Oh.
And secondly, you hear this low rumbly kind of, if a whale could purr.
Ooh.
You hear like a just, and you notice that it like turns around
No.
and like is attracted to the thing that has given it a belly scratch.
I'm just gonna keep my hand like far away over there and just keep it over and just like do the like forceful hand and just like give it pats on its head, but keep it away from us.
You
Allie hears
I
the rain
attempt to push a
intensify.
huge or smaller creature.
hold on.
This is a whale of a time, y'all. This is a
Allie
whale of a time.
hears the rain intensify and is just like, I should have just stayed in hell. Everything made so much more sense in hell.
No, it doesn't.
Bigby's hand. Forceful
This is
hand
probably
attempts to
like, I don't
push
know
a
about
huge or
that.
smaller creature.
It was warm there.
With 5
I didn't have to worry
feet
about
of
the
it,
rain.
I mean, you're
the target
down
must
under
succeed
deck
a
with
strength saving
Malthus.
throw
I
and
mean,
pushes
Yeah,
the target
yeah,
up to
yeah,
5
he
yeah.
might make
plus
the
the
room a
number.
little
That's why I'm like
straight
forceful
save.
hand patting them to
I'm like-
stop.
Does
Playing
a
blackjack
19
with-
beat your strength,
No,
your
with my
DC?
dog.
Your save DC?
playing blackjack
An
with
AC.
Malthus.
Yeah, it does. So it's just like pushing me back. I'm just gonna keep using forceful hand to keep it away.
So, I will say, after like the first time that you try forceful hand, it kind of like just, how do I say this? It is circling around the hand that scritched it.
Lovely.
And it like, it's like,
Get us the fuck out of here. Get us the fuck out of here. I can cast us for a little bit longer, but get us the fuck out of here.
as you,
Dog.
Dog like picks up speed a little, just continues rumbling the boat along.
And then after 1 minute is done, my hand goes away and you just see a confused whale in the sky.
So after a minute, I would say that like, oh god, I had to convert like 30 miles an hour to feet per minute before. 30 miles an hour times 60 minutes
Fun
in an
fact,
hour.
that's 26 knots. Because we're on a boat, so we operate by not.
Or no, hold on. 30 miles an hour times 5280 for feet in a mile divided by 60 for minutes in an hour. Divided by 60 for minutes in an hour? Am I crazy? Oh no, wait. Hold on.
I'm not good at math.
30 miles an hour divided.
I can't do
divided.
math right now. My brain
Times
doesn't work on math.
5280 for
I can't do math.
feet in a mile
I'm so
divided by 60 for
I'm too gay for math.
for minutes in an hour. So that's 2640, and then divided by 10 for 10 rounds in a minute. 264 feet per minute? Or no, per round? 264 feet in a round. That seems really fast. But that's at max speed, though. Divided by 2 for dashing. So 132. So the boat can go 132 unless the boat dashes, in which case it can go 264. And after a minute, it will have gone about 2,000 feet away. So after the first 5 rounds of Bigby's hand being up and the boat being at like max speed, Zog will make another water vehicle check to maneuver and get a 4.
Oh no.
If
Hold
you
on.
can't do that with disadvantage, I'll...
No disadvantage. He just rolled a 4. Water
Really? On his
vehicles.
own?
Plus 4 is 8. Plus dexterity is 0. 8. Zog puts it at full kilt, and then like tries to compensate for all of the extra speed. Tries to turn the extra speed into extra maneuverability, which is not how this works on the water, and like knocks the boat into like one of the sidewalls of the canal that you're currently traveling down. Boat takes 6 bludgeoning damage. It has a high health pool. It just, you know.
The impact jostles the game of blackjack that Allie is playing with Malthus, and both of them are disgruntled further.
you guys are just about to like start playing the game, and then the bump like knocks all the like. Malthus had the cards in his hand, and then the boat knocked against the wall, and like it like fanned all the cards out of his hand and onto the floor. Like 52 card pickup.
52. I was like, 52 pickup.
That's one way to shuffle the cards, thanks to the help of this.
Yeah. So you guys are just picking cards up off the floor for the remainder. As you, and also because of the quantity and the quality of the rain, like some of it like starts to drip through some gaps in the woodwork of the top deck, so that you just get like little water like driplets below deck. just little ones, just like.
Everything is good.
Everything is good.
I chose to get on this boat again.
I chose this, and now I must live with it.
Allie's like, I can't swim, so I should probably stay on the boat.
I love what you put in chat. I love Sky Puppy who wants pets, hates Sky Puppy who brings rain.
Yes, I am having very conflicting emotions right now. If I was playing a different character, Sky Puppy would be new pet.
After
Sky Puppy.
After
God,
5 rounds,
Rakshasa. Now we're wanting to adopt it.
A sky whale, an Aquan sky whale.
Sky whale. Good boy. Loves pats. Would eat baby krill. Allie hates.
Brings rain. Why?
Why? After another 5 rounds, you reach the edge of influence on the weather. So the rain dies down, the water droplets cease, you know, in whatever quantity. The hand disappears. The whale, making a perception check. Oh boy. Okay, here's a thought. The boat is traveling pretty fast.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And that bitch is up there high, and it's got tiny eyes.
It's also large,
like an ant.
It's also a large, loud, moving object.
Also, its eyes are up here, and its face is like.
You don't know that. You don't
so
know
unless
that
that thing's planning on doing a barrel roll.
You think it can't?
Of it.
You think it can't?
All sees the tummy.
This thing has omnidirectional movement, motherfucker.
Just AC 130 above. Just
AC 130 above. Fucking like bringing the rain.
Yeah.
Man, you know, I'm seeing the stat block for a sky whale in a fight in my head, and I really want this 12 that it just rolled to be like, maybe, unless someone like wants to do something to stealth the boat? Question mark?
Wait, why would it attack the boat? when it was getting scritches. It shouldn't be angry. It should
Oh
be
no,
meaty
not to.
instead.
It's not looking around for anything because anything attacked it. It's looking around because it wants more scritches and it wants to know where the scritches came from. Now that the hand is gone.
Wait. Oh no.
I don't think you can stealth the noise. Yeah, exactly. So, I will say
Especially
that
if
it
we're
takes a
going full
negative
speed,
on.
it's gonna be loud.
It takes a negative on wisdom, obviously. Like it would be a negative wisdom.
Well, they live a long time.
modifier.
It could be wise and just stupid.
Dippy, I just
Or
sent you
low-
a Sky Whale stat block.
Are you serious? Wait,
Yeah.
where? Where?
Stat block
No way!
for
Oh my
the
god!
whale. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, there's celestials in this stat block.
You rolled a 12, so what is it plus?
They rarely agitate and yeah. I mean that matches up with what I said before. They rarely agitate, and
Rarely
spooking one is
agitate.
extraordinarily difficult. This pacifistic nature adds to their reputation.
Oh
as
shit, dude!
graceful
There's
creatures.
you can make a whole Sky Whales are actually a thing of D&D, and they're in the astral plane. People make fucking little villages on them.
Okay, so this sky whale is classified as gargantuan. I would say that this creature is huge. Like it's a
Yes.
small one. It's a small
baby
one.
one. He's a small little guy.
There
He's
is
got
a
a
stat
python.
block on D&D Wiki for a huge beast instead of a gargantuan beast.
Mhm. Well, I
Or
mean,
a
you
sky
know,
whale.
I would just cut the hit points instead of 30 d20s plus 300. Just cut each of those in half. Just like 15 d20s plus 150.
Dang.
Here, let me send you this one. 'Cause this one might
That's
fit better with what
cool.
you're looking for.
Oh, that is really cool.
That is super awesome.
That's like a space whale.
Here, check that out. Dippy, that might be more what you're thinking about. It's got 120 HP.
Oh,
Or 102, I
That
mean.
seems like very low.
This is more like a doable beach creature to have in your world.
That's
than
like-
a boss
that's
fight
like a
every time you
whaler.
encounter one.
That's like a whale lord fucking
Yeah.
size creature.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, this
from
is
Pokemon.
a huge.
Nintendo don't sue
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Instead of a gargantuan, this is huge.
Yeah.
It
has
also
a perception
literally has an
plus
ability
3,
that sounds
so
like what
this-
it's doing with the cloud spray.
Okay, so this.
I do like the Sky Whale one that I sent you though.
I
I might
love
use
the
that
one
if
that
you
you
guys are
sent me. I love the one that you sent me. Let me see. Let me look at the one you sent me again. Hold on. Manage on saving throws against
Which
being
sky
frightened.
whale is this?
Which one we-
manage on constitution saves.
Which one we get? It's a 50-50
Yeah.
shot.
Which one we
Allie
getting?
or me? Okay.
I just know that one because I had a campaign I played in that they used that stat block.
Mm.
Okay, so I will say
just feel
that
like-
for the
But we didn't fight it.
if this transgresses to the point where you have pissed it off in some way, we'll use the stat block Ali sent. But yeah. So for now,
Also, it's only a challenge rating 4 in the one that Allie sent.
Yeah. It's like a doable enemy because, like, you usually don't have, like,
Yeah, and
If
there's
it were to
probably
become
like more
aggressive.
than one
flying
around
around
it.
If
in
it
the
were to become
sky, just like
aggressive, yeah.
offhand. Yeah.
So what did that
I would like
perception
the
turn
one-
into?
The one I
Well,
sent
12
is
to
more of like if you
it'd
go
be
to the
15.
astral
I was
plane, you know.
on Ali's
Yeah,
stat
like this
block,
is-
it would
yeah.
become a 15. On Dono's stat block that he sent, it would just remain a 12.
Yeah.
I will say, 12 is not high enough for it to know what to do about the hand being gone. So it'll just kind of like hover there, and even like in how far away you are, and you can still kind of see it in the distance. You know, like you've managed to make it about, you know, with all the twisting and the turning, like as the crow flies about 1,000 feet down this like estuary at full speed, going the speed you're going at, and maneuvering. You just hear a long, low as it continues to float in the course that it was headed originally, and the weather continues to travel with it and leaving your boat alone in the process. So
I'm never doing that
we
again.
do have we do have.
Do not pet the sky.
You know what? We're gonna go to a break real quick. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Mhm. A session, I'd like to be able to pull Quinlan aside.
Absolutely.
I would also like to pull Sundial aside next session.
Welcome back to the In-Quy'zz-ition. Sorry, they did catch the tail end of that.
Okay.
Welcome.
Oh,
Make this fight
Secrets.
happen.
Come back next time.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Next episode, come back.
For now, the boat continues to drift along as it enters into the open water of the Burk River. And Zog will just drive the boat through the night, or at least through a part of the night at least. We will pick up next session in the middle of the night when Zog is either approaching sleep. Not sleep. He's an elf. No, he's not. He's a half-orc. God damn it, 12 is an
He's a
elf.
half-orc.
Well, I mean, the other half could
I'm
be.
an orc, damn it, not an elf.
Yeah.
I'm a doctor, not a... Anyway, so we will pick up the next session in the middle of the night when Zog is approaching either needing to sleep or needing to take a point of exhaustion. And that next session will be in the new year.
See you next year, guys.
Tune in on Friday. Tune in on Friday the 10th for the next exciting episode of the In-Quy'zz-ition. Guys, thank you, Brett, if you're still here. Thank you for the subwave that you gifted us. We really appreciate that. Thank you. And to all of those that I can't wait a year. Well, I guess you're just gonna
suck it up again.
Just count the seconds until we're back.
To all of the new first time chatters, thank you very much for joining us and becoming new viewers. We appreciate your viewership. Go check out the YouTube channel for the VODs. And thank you so much for watching. Tune in on the 10th for the next episode. We'll see you all in the new year. And until next time, your adventure matters. Roll your initiative. Goodbye.
Bye.